What is up, YouTube? My name is Sweat. Welcome back to another Apex Legends tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be going over how to improve your accuracy with the Wingman and hit more shots in general. If you are new, please consider subscribing as it would really help me out. Let's get into it. So the tips we're going to go over in this video are believing that you can hit your shots, picking a spot to aim for on the enemy's body, how fast to shoot the Wingman, strafing back and forth while using the Wingman, leading your enemies, finding the correct sight, flicking on enemies, and then last but not least, we're going to go over some flick and aiming drills at the end. So starting off with tip number 1, that's going to be believing that you can hit your shots. Okay, this is a tip that I haven't heard anyone talk about on YouTube, to be honest, but it is essential in succeeding while using the Wingman or any other weapon in that matter in Apex Legends. You have to go into fights and believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I am going to hit every Wingman shot I take right here. And I hear so many comments and see them that say, I suck with the Wingman, I can't hit shots, so that's why I don't pick the weapon up. In my opinion, that is not at all the right mindset, okay? The only reason you quote-unquote suck with the Wingman is because you keep telling yourself you do. Do me a favor, next game that you find yourself in using the Wingman, before a fight, or even right when you pick the weapon up, just believe in yourself and tell yourself you'll hit more shots. I guarantee you this will work. Number 2 is going to be picking a specific spot on enemies to aim for. Now this is a trick that I used to use when playing baseball in high school and through my elementary years as a pitcher. Instead of just aiming for the glove, I would aim for a little mark on the glove, such as the logo on it or the stitching. Doing this would improve my accuracy on my pitches because if I missed it, it wouldn't be by much because I'm focusing on such a little target. Now let's flip that around to Apex. Let's say that you are in a fight with a Mirage. Try focusing on a tiny part of his outfit, such as his goggles, for example. This will make sure that your aim is always on his head, and if you miss, like I said earlier, you're not going to miss by much and your bullets should still connect with his body. Tip number 3 is how fast should I shoot the Wingman, okay? A common misconception about shooting the Wingman is that you have to choose your shots carefully from all distances at all times. While this is true for long range engagements, this is not going to be entirely the same for short range fights. At close range, you want to fire your weapon as fast as it can shoot since you want to land more bullets than your opponent can. If you have a Wingman at close range against an R99, you will be at a severe disadvantage if you choose to carefully select when you shoot. But if you fire at full speed, you can keep up with the R99 and even beat it most times if you hit consistent shots. Long range is a bit different now in that you will have to select your shots more carefully because what is the point of spraying an enemy that you can't even finish from miles away? Most likely, you're just going to end up wasting ammo in the end. Tip number 4 is going to be always strafing back and forth while using the Wingman up close. This goes for every weapon in the game, but especially it's needed when using the Wingman or the Peacekeeper because they are both single fire weapons. You have to make every shot count with the Wingman, especially when you're going up against an automatic weapon up close. Your movement is going to have to be on point to outgun him. Strafing just means that you're moving left to right or right to left while taking shots. This will help you evade your enemy's bullets long enough to be able to down them if you can hit your Wingman shots. Tip number 5 is going to be leading enemies while you are using the Wingman. Now something that ruins a lot of people's aim while using the Wingman is leading enemies with their shots if they are running at full speed at far and close distances. The reason you want to lead your shots is because heavy bullets take a little bit longer to reach enemies than light bullets do. At close distances, I would recommend aiming about half a body length in front of an enemy that is running full speed in order to connect on more bullets. At medium to far ranges, I would say to aim about 1 full body length in front of the enemy. This will make it so that your enemy actually runs into the bullets without even knowing it. Tip number 6 might be a little bit of preference, but I am going to talk about it anyways, and that is trying to find the 1x HCOG site because in my opinion, like I said, it's by far the most consistent site to use on the Wingman. Now the iron sights for the Wingman, in my opinion, block, I said my opinion like 42 times, I don't even care, dude. They block your line of sight quite a bit. So what the 1x sight does is it opens up everything for you. You can see everything around and that pesky little iron sight is not in the way. Now, just in case you end up having to use the iron sights or prefer a digital sight, then you definitely want to practice with those in the training center. That will help you out a lot in hitting your shots. Tip number 7 is going to be flicking on your enemies. And flicking is when you aren't directly aimed at an enemy, but you slide your crosshairs back to where the person is, if that makes any sense to you guys. I'll be showing you on screen, I'm sure. But you mostly want to flick with the Wingman when you're using the iron sights because it covers most of the enemy's body when you're using it, like I said before. You obviously only need to flick when you aim down sights, because if you're hip firing, then nothing will get in the way of your aim or being able to see other opponents. I will go over some flicking drills later on in the video, actually up next if anyone is interested in seeing those. And you're not going to want to flick when enemies are far away. This is only when enemies are right in front of you and close range gunfights. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys some drills that you can practice in the training center for yourself to improve your aim and get your flicks on point so that it becomes second nature to you while you're playing in public matches or rank mode. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you some aiming drills that I use personally to get better when I'm warming up before I start playing, of course. Then I hop into regular games. So we're going to start off with just a basic flick. I did show this in my aiming video, how to get better aim, but I'm going to start right here. This is going to be level 1 of the flicks, onto the second level, and onto the third. You just want to hit every single one while aimed down sight, and then we can even hit the dummy if we want. Let's just see how that would go. Alright, now after that level, you're going to move on to level 2, which is just in the middle here. Don't worry if you miss some shots. That's going to be normal. You're just warming up, like I said. We're going to move to actually the middle peg. Middle of the middle. Alright, now that your flicking's done, your flicking is on point, we're just going to go right up close and then practice left and right flicks real quick. We're going to do just the dummy here. We're going to do it 2 times each, left and right. Ready? Going to aim for all headshots. Alright, it's left. And that's right. So once you got that all done, you're all set with that. What I also like to do is go down the line, just hitting headshots with the Wingman. And then we will move on to the last set of drills that I have for you guys. But for right now, it's just going to be for headshots only. You miss one, just go right back to it. We'll hit this guy. You're not going to hit every shot. I mean, you might. But I'm just warming up here. This is right when I got on, so shot's going to be a little bit crusty, not going to lie. So once you finish that, you can either go back, but to save time right now, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but you can go back and forth if you want a couple times. And then we're just going to shoot the moving targets and try to hit all 10 bullets on each of them right here. That's the one. Next one's over here. After that is over, I'm going to go grab some more ammo first. After that's over, we're going to move to the back ones. I'm going to take my time a little more with these ones. I can't even find this other back one. There it is. Alright, try to hit the back ones. All 10 bullets you want to connect with. Now you got to take your time with this too. Hit all 10 on that one, and then we move back to the last one. And we're done with that. And the last thing that I do usually is I will just walk around and hip fire these little targets right here. This is just in case that you run right into an enemy that's like, say you're standing right here and you need to like do a little hip fire on them back and forth real quick. But I highly recommend aiming down sights at all times. But we're just going to practice just in case hitting the headshots. Missed two. We got to go back. Bop. Bop. Keep going down the line. Bop. 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 Missed one. It's okay. You're not going to hit every bullet. Oh my god, where are those bullets? Missed one again, because we're terrible. Bop. That's why we practice, guys. That's why we practice. Bop and bop. And that is all I have to tell you guys. That's all the drills I have to give you guys and all the tips on how to get better with the Wingman. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like if you did and share with friends if this helped. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.